Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing all of my December beauty favorites, and even though I don't have a ton of new stuff here to talk about, I'm really excited about all of these things. I feel like all of these products really improved my beauty routine in December, or they've added so much value to my collection. So I'm going to begin with fragrance. I finally had the opportunity to try the new Kilian fragrances, Roses on Ice and Angel Share. I was in store a couple weeks ago. Based on the description, I thought I was going to love Roses on Ice. I love rose fragrances. It's a fresh floral. Thought it would be a sparkling rose. It has rose, cucumber, juniper, sandalwood, all notes that I really love. But when I smelled it and I sprayed it on the skin, I think the dry down was far more masculine than I had anticipated. Now, Angel Share took me by surprise. I did not think that this sounded like something I would really like. It opens with cognac oil with a blend of oak absolute, cinnamon essence, and tonka bean, and then the scent's long-lasting notes are sandalwood, praline, and vanilla. The fragrance juice inside is this warm ambery brown, so it truly does look like a cocktail. I thought it would be the more masculine of the two, but it's not at all. When I first sprayed this on the blotter card and I had my first sniff, I really liked it. And then I sprayed it on my skin, I let it dry down, and I just completely fell in love with this fragrance. I was able to try it for a couple days, and I compared this head to head with Amber Nuit from Dior because I sort of thought it smelled really similar. And they do, but the Dior Amber Nuit is a little bit more powdery, whereas Angel Share has this smooth, creamy sweetness to it that is really beautiful, especially for fall, winter. This is going to be my fragrance of the day. It smells so good. Right away, you get hit with the cinnamon, vanilla, touch of sweetness. It smells a little bit gourmand right away. And of course the dry down is very smooth because you have a lot of vanilla. I'm happy I was able to get my hands on it. I knew I would at some point, but this has been sold out for a really long time. Everywhere, I believe. I know it sold out at Sephora. I'd signed up for the email list. They emailed me saying it was back in stock. I waited, it disappeared again. I got a second email and I just jumped. I didn't want to risk it. I used my Sephora rewards point, so it knocked off, I think, around 50 bucks, which was really nice because these are more expensive fragrances. I think it retails for $195 usually. I believe it only comes in one size. This is a 1.7 ounce bottle. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is so nice. It's beautiful from start to finish, but the dry down is so much better. It starts out incredible and it just keeps getting better, if that's even possible. If you like sweet, gourmand, maybe slightly spicy fragrances, I think you will love this. I have one more fragrance item here to talk about, and I think this has got to be the least expensive item on the list. It's probably one of the least expensive beauty purchases I've made recently, but it is by far the most fun. This is the Montel Paris Discovery Collection. They have a few different sets. I picked up the Women's Bestsellers Discovery Collection. So inside you get a little card. I thought about waiting, opening this up on camera, maybe making a video out of it and sharing my first impressions because I've heard so many incredible things about this brand and I really wanted to try something out. But curiosity got the best of me as soon as this arrived. I think I sprayed them all on at once. It was sensory overload, just an explosion of fragrances. I knew I liked some of them, all of them, but I couldn't really tell. So now that I've had a couple days to play around with this, I've compared them side by side, I've contrasted with a couple other fragrances in my collection, and I've narrowed down a few favorites. So let me tell you what's in it. You get all of the top selling fragrances, which is why I went with this set. Amber Musk, Daydreams, Roses Musk, which is one of the most popular, Sensual Instinct, Oud Mazing, which is a funny name, Intense Cafe, and Arabian's Tonka. So two that stood out to me. Roses Musk is definitely a standout. If you love rose fragrances, you're gonna love that. I fell in love with Sensual Instinct. This reminds me a little bit of Burberry Her, a little bit Baccarat Rouge 540, slightly different, very interesting. So I need to try that side by side with my Burberry Her. But I also really fell in love with Arabian's Tonka. When I first sprayed this one on my hand, I didn't really love it. I thought, ooh, no, not that one. That one's not for me. As they all dried down, I became fixated on this fragrance. I just could not stop smelling it. I kept shoving my hand in my husband's face saying, smell this, what do you think? And he really likes it as well. It reminded me a lot of Gentle Fluidity Gold from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. But when I tried them side by side, they are actually very different. As soon as I went to purchase, it sold out everywhere. So I'm on a wait list. Hopefully I can get my hands on that sometime soon, but I think that's going to be my first Montal purchase. I don't know. I'm sort of between Arabian's Tonka, Sensual Instinct. Maybe I'll end up going with the roses, who knows? I'm still going to play around with them, wear them one at a time instead of just layering them all at once. The best $28 I have ever spent on beauty. Now this next item might seem random, but trust me when I say it is the key, the essential item for a good night of beauty sleep. It is the Sleep and Glow pillow. Have you guys heard of these? I saw this featured on one of my favorite YouTubers' channels a while ago, and they reached out, they offered to partner up, so they sent this to me complimentary, and wow, game changer. I've been sleeping on this pillow now for several weeks, probably over a month at this point. I knew I was filming today, so I took off the pillowcase and I washed it so it would be nice and fresh. It's very easy to do. It comes with the pillowcase, but there's a little zipper right here, so it just pops right in and out, easy to clean. I don't want to get makeup all over my fresh pillowcase, but you can see there's this indentation right here, and there's also a separate indentation. So you rest your head right here, and it just cradles your face. That way your face isn't squashed up against a pillow, causing a ton of compression against your skin, forcing folds and wrinkles, which you will sleep in that position for hopefully 8 hours a night, and you wake up puffy with lines, wrinkles all over your face that you don't typically have. And you sometimes have to wait a few hours in the morning for that to completely go away. This pillow gives you all of the head and neck support you need without causing all of those wrinkles overnight. It is the best anti-aging pillow, not just pillowcase, but the combination of the two together is incredible. So the way I normally start out is I sleep on my back. And I don't know where I heard this because I've been doing this for a really long time. Years ago, I remember hearing some celebrity say that she only would sleep on her back and she would sleep as straight as possible because she didn't want all of the wrinkles on her face. I would never have thought of that. So for a really long time, I've sort of trained my body to sleep on my back. When I wake up in the morning, I'm not on my back. I'm usually on the side. So it's nice to have this little cradle right here. I just lay my head right in there, and in the morning, I don't have any of those lines, puffiness. Everything is perfectly fine because it just supports your head, but it's very soft. So it's supportive, but you don't feel like your head is suspended. It's not uncomfortable. It actually feels so soft and heavenly because the texture is so good. I'm going to leave the link for the Sleep and Glow pillow right at the top of the description box so it's easy to find. They also extended a coupon code, so if you're interested, you'll get $10 off your pillow. Another great thing, they have a 3-year warranty, and it's meant to last 5 years, which is generally the length of time I go through my pillows. But I've never had a pillow I've loved this much. I don't think I've ever had a pillow I loved. I always thought it was all about the pillowcases. I didn't know what I was missing until I got this. This next product sort of ties in nicely with the pillow because along with moving my hair out of the way, so my head is just cradled, I'm not sleeping on my hair, giving it extra wrinkles and breakage, something else I like to do regularly is mask. And my favorite mask for December was the Kristoff Robin Shade Variation Mask. This is so popular, it can be hard to get a hold of. And I have the shade Baby Blonde, but they have a couple different shades. They even have darker colors. Not that you'd be worried about brassiness if you have dark hair, but the deeper shades add almost a glossy layer on top. It kind of boosts and enhances your natural hair color so it looks really shiny, really vibrant. But the Baby Blonde is great for anybody who has color-treated blonde hair, even if you're not incredibly blonde, even if you've just only highlighted a few bits and pieces. Sometimes those sparse highlights can get really brassy. This completely cancels it out, but it leaves your hair feeling really soft and manageable. I prefer to use this mask versus a purple shampoo that can be a little bit drying on the hair. So I'll go in with this instead, leave it on as long as possible. You can't leave it on too long. I've never had a problem. Your hair doesn't turn gray. It's not going to look ashy. It just helps cancel out that orangey yellow tone. It gives you that soft, silky, perfectly toned, buttery blonde hair color between salon visits. And I know I try to wait as long as possible because I don't want to color treat my hair more than I need to. So this is a game changer. It's a lifesaver. I would use this over any purple shampoo. And now we're finally getting into some makeup. The first item I have here is the Sublimage L'Essence de Teint foundation from Chanel. I don't know why I call it L'Essence de Teint. Like, that pronunciation got stuck in my head for some reason, and now I present it with such a thick accent. Just comes out of my mouth. I can't speak French. I do my best. But it's this new Sublimage Essence foundation. It looks like the Essence serum, and it is meant to be a serum weight foundation. So this is a lot lighter than the original Sublimage foundation. The only reason I didn't include this in my Best of Beauty 2020 video is because I sort of challenged myself to choose only 5 foundations. That made it incredibly difficult, but I would say this is a favorite item. It's still kind of new, so I keep playing around with it. Every time I use it, I feel like I get more comfortable. The first time I applied it, I just did my makeup the way I normally do. I added the concealer, all of my powder products, and it just didn't work out. I do think this foundation is best used with cream products, so cream bronzer, cream blush. Then it looks perfect, and your skin looks so amazing and natural. Everything just looks so much better. So now that I've had a chance to play around, kind of tweak my application, I'm very happy with this foundation. It is expensive, it comes with an incredible brush, but it has skincare. It has anti-aging benefits from the Sublimage line. So I love this. Hopefully this will be available very soon in the United States. I picked mine up from Harrods, and I know the shades have sort of been dwindling. I feel sort of the same way about this other new foundation I tried last month. This is the Gucci Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. I picked mine up directly from the Gucci website. It's a little bit tricky to choose a shade, but I went with 270C based on the photos. I think got an email today saying that this is available at Sephora. That's going to make it so much easier to find a good shade because you know if you use it and it's a terrible match, you can't exchange it for something else. I think that is the one thing that I don't love about this foundation is the shade. I don't think it is my perfect match. Can I make it work? Yes. I'm stuck with it, so this is just going to have to be what it is. If I do decide to restock this when I go through this bottle, I'll probably search for a better shade match. But the more I use it, the more I love it. The first time I tried it, I wasn't sold right away. By the time I finished my makeup, I was happy with the overall result. But I just haven't given up. I keep using it, keep playing around with it, and I love it more and more every single time. It's a medium buildable formula. It gives impressive coverage and has a natural finish. It's not overly dewy, it's not overly matte. It's somewhere right in the middle. I don't know if it's incredibly long wearing. Anytime I've worn the mask, I do see some transfer, but that is just the world we are living in at the moment. There is not a single foundation that doesn't transfer on my mask. So overall, I'm really happy with it. And I really love this primer. I also picked up this Silk Priming Serum. It feels so smooth. It just fills in fine lines and pores, and it has a milky texture. You can see it's kind of this milky gel, and it has powders in it, little micro powders, but when it dries down, it doesn't feel matte. It doesn't feel incredibly sticky. It's the perfect texture. This is kind of the ideal primer for me. Reminds me a little bit of the Perfecting Primer from Laura Mercier. Just glides on the skin. It's so nice. Next, I have some Jill Stewart Beauty. These are some of the most beautiful compacts in my collection, and these were sent to me complimentary. I did a little Instagram campaign for them for the holidays, and they sent over a few of their pieces. But I love these blushes. I cannot stop using them. I used this one for the campaign. I'm actually wearing the other one today. This is the, what do they call it? Well, this is Blushing Poppy. I'll have to look at the name of the actual blush. And then this one is Blooming Tulip. This is what I'm wearing today. They're so much fun because they're beautiful, But you get a couple different shades in there, so you really can customize. If you want the blush to be really pink, you kind of swirl over here. If you want a little luminosity, you kind of touch in this highlighter. You can also use that as a brow highlight and or corner highlight. You can use them as eyeshadows. I did that with this one. The shades are all really beautiful, and I cannot get enough of this packaging. It's really pretty. Very pigmented blushes. This is one of my favorite pieces I added to my collection last month. They also sent over these beautiful lipsticks. I love this packaging as well because it's functional. So it looks really pretty. It says Jill Stewart. It has a little rhinestone right here. The top is very ornate, but it flips up. And then you have this very small mirror right there. So if you're applying the lipstick and you just need to touch up, you have this magnified mirror that doesn't take up any more space. You can use the little flip-up mirror to apply the lipstick, and then it's a clear top, so you can see what shade is inside. This is the shade that I have on now. It's shade 102. It's this really pretty poppy pink. At first they go on pretty sheer, but you can definitely build up the color, and they're really glossy and hydrating. I'm a huge fan of this texture. And then I also have this shade 208, which is this really pretty red. They're all so beautiful. But I love the fact that the cap has the mirror built in. So smart. The very last item I have here to talk about is a moisturizer that I've been using every single day before I apply my makeup. This was sent to me complimentary earlier in the year in a Sephora Squad package. It's from the brand Belief. This is the True Cream Aqua Balm with aloe vera, soothing and hydrating with aloe complex. It's really nice. I really love this moisturizer because it leaves my skin feeling really hydrated even though it's a gel cream. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. I probably have 2 to 3 weeks left on this moisturizer, but I've been very happy with it. I don't think it has any anti-aging ingredients. It's not something that I would really recommend for nighttime, but especially if you have oily skin, combination skin, if you live in a hot, humid climate like I do here, this is perfect for daytime. All I can smell is angel share. It is so nice. I feel so happy I was able to get my hands on that bottle. But that completes my list of December favorites, and today marks the last day of 12 days of Christmas. I know. Next year I'm going to have to start way earlier, but I still have 3 more giveaways to do, so we're just going to knock it out today. 3 prizes here. The giveaway will remain open for 1 week. All of the entry information will be listed down below, but of course you have to subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram at ErinNicoleTV, like and comment on this video, include your Instagram handle because that's how I've been contacting the winners. So the first prize is this PR box from SMASHBOX. Inside, you have some information about the creator who put this box together. You get this highlighting palette, there's a vitamin C serum, highlighter duo, and a lip gloss. So you will get everything that was included in this package. The second giveaway is this fresh skincare set, $65, $97 value, some of the best-selling products from Fresh. I am in love with the soy cleanser, the rose toner, this face cream, you get a little face mask, and then the sugar lip balm. So all of the classic products from Fresh. The third and final giveaway is this little box of makeup I put together, and it took me a long time to fit as much stuff in this little box as I possibly could. So I'm not going to remove everything. It's like Tetris. I don't think I'll be able to put it back. But there's some Becca, One Size Beauty, Anna Sui, some Babe Lash. There's a heated eyelash curler in there. A lot of really great things, lip products, eye products. So the third place winner is going to get this box of miscellaneous items, but it's all really great name brand stuff. For the last time, good luck to everybody who enters. Well, it's not the last time. It's the last time for 12 Days of Christmas, but I will always continue to do giveaways. I really enjoy them. Hopefully you enjoyed the 12 Days of Christmas because I like to do it every single year. It's just a great way to give back. I think we've had about 50-50. 50% of the winners have been based in the US and 50% have been based abroad. Which makes sense because that goes along the lines of the breakdown of my audience, all of you wonderful people watching. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face, down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.